Marisa, kitchentablestamper.com. Never been live on YouTube before. I thought I'd give it a try. It's been a strange week and I'm flying by the seat of my pants. So we're going to make this card here. And while I make this card, I'm going to learn a little bit about what it's like to be live on YouTube, I guess. All right, this is the Pansy Punch bundle. This is what we're gonna feature today. It's brand new from Stampin' Up, and somebody had said to me, I think that bundle might be like really complicated. I don't think I'm getting it. And I had said, not really complicated. It's more like there's a lot to it. There's a lot of different things that you can do. You can make it more complicated or a little bit easier. And I'm just gonna play around with it. We're gonna make this card and see how it goes. And this is my first time live on YouTube, so bear with me because I'm not exactly sure how your comments will show, if I can see them on this device or if I need a different device. So, look at that. I'm so glad you said something. Hello, Margaret. This is my first time live on YouTube. I do a lot of Facebook Live, but you know, I've got the YouTube channel and thought I'd see what happens live. So this is what we're going to do. While you guys are finding me or getting notified or whatever, I'm going to start with a brand new soft succulent card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4.25. And I'm going to take this. The little things you do make such a big difference. Greeting. Hey, Patty. Oh, look at this. I can see the comments. I've never done YouTube live before, and I feel a little weird, actually. Hey, Barbara. I'm so glad that you caught me too. Keep in mind, this is my first YouTube live. Never done this, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here on this platform. Barbara says, so far I'm doing well. Thank you. I need all the encouragement I can get. Hey, Minerva. It's good to hear from you. It's been a while. I hope you're well. All right, so I'm going to just do this little greeting here. We're going to stamp it with Versamark. We're going to emboss it with white powder. I always transfer my powder into a little container like this. I find that it keeps the mess down to a minimum. My greeting is from the Pansy Patch stamp set. I love the fonts here. I like that really kind of straight print with the really pretty curvy combination, but it's not too loopy or weird. Desi, I lost my greeting. Will you find it for me? Before I stamp, I'm gonna go ahead and adhere my designer series papers. It'll help me with placement. So I've got my brand new designer series paper. We're gonna feature both sides. This is 3 by 3 and 3 by 1.5. I'm gonna go ahead and glue those guys down. I think I walked away with it because it was covered with embossing powder. So it might be on one of the tables over there, something. I'm glad for my first YouTube live, my daughter's hanging out here with me because I lost the greeting stamp. It was covered in embossing powder, so I walked away with it. And she was able to find it for me. All right, so this guy is going to go about 3/4 of an inch from the top and all the way along the fold. This is one of my favorite card layouts. I use this one quite a bit. This is one of the Wonder recipes, actually. So I end up using this layout quite a bit. Patty says, thumbs up, thank you. I found you via notification. Watch YouTube all day while typing away. I'm so glad that you guys found me, and bear with me as I learn this new platform. Hi, Julie. Oh, Julie, you usually catch me on Facebook. This is what I'm going to do on Facebook today, too. I just got it in my head that I was going to try YouTube Live for the first time today without any preparation or anything. I just jumped in at the deep end. All right, so little things you do make such a big difference. Versamark ink, and I'm going to stamp it about, let's say, like 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. And make sure I get a good impression. Julie says, yeah, I got notification and thought it was a mistake. No mistake. I don't know what I'm doing today. It's been a strange week and a busy week, and I'm actually wondering how YouTube Live would do, because it would give me a little bit less editing. And honestly, I feel really spread thin. So I was like, yeah, let's see how YouTube Live goes. All right, white powder. Now I'm going to heat this with a heat tool. that just so gorgeous how it goes from kind of off-white and powdery to glossy and smooth? I think a lot of us as stampers found the heat embossing was what got us hooked. Anybody else got hooked on the heat embossing? Hey Linda, I saw that you're here. This is what I'm doing for Facebook Live too, so you're getting a preview. I just wanted to kind of learn the platform, so I'm making this gorgeous little things pansy patch card. I got Whisper White cardstock here. Let's do a bunch of die cutting at one time, all right? Let me slide the sample out. I'm gonna bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and lots of scraps, all right? So here is some Whisper White, another little scrap of basic white now, basic white. I've got some with adhesive on the back. This is the multi-purpose sheets. That's Blackberry Bliss. Got another little piece there. I already put the adhesive on the back of this one too. That one's the new Fresh Freesia. Got some Calypso Coral here. This one's got adhesive on the back. And Evening Evergreen. I'm really going to load this up as much as I can. You guys who follow me know that I totally think it's like major winning. The more dies you can get on and the less cranks you have to do, the better. So Evening Evergreen, and I think that might be as loaded as I can get it on this crank. I'm going to do one of these little edges and then one of these little edges. These are from the new Pansy dies. Let me tell you what their actual name is. Yep, they're called Pansy dies. And then I've got a small little leaf outline. We're gonna put that on Evening Evergreen. I've got the small, not quite like the bud flower, the bloom. And then we're gonna do the second layer of that one. These are all pansy dies. Here's the center, the pansy dies. We're gonna do that one on white. You know what? I wonder if I can get this guy. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get this skinny little Blackberry Bliss, because then we can get our flower center and our tag reinforcer. So this is the center of our flowers. And this is the little reinforcer for the top of the tags. Have you guys seen the tailor-made tags dies yet? They're awesome. And here is, all these items are now available. The new annual catalog is live. Hey, Esmeralda. I saw somebody else too, but I didn't catch it. YouTube comments disappear kind of quick. Hi, Esther. Christy says, almost missed this. Oh, I'm just trying out the second platform, Christy. I'll be on Facebook Live with this one later. Esther says, love the tags. Aren't they just amazing? They're a new favorite. Okay, I think I've loaded this up as much as I can do for right now. We're using this largest tailor-made tag die. It's got kind of the bracket top and the round reinforcer for the whole. All right, let's see if I can get all of that through without slipping. All right, cranking away. This is kind of fun. Left you a book about Maui, LOL. Oh gosh, my friend, I don't know. I think that's part of why I'm trying another platform and thinking about things like too much video editing and stuff because of the pressure about, are we going to Maui? And if we are, am I ready? I'm not. All right, so here's my tag. Isn't that gorgeous with the little bracket edge and the stitches? I should be putting these things on the magnet or in the magnet bowl. I'm gonna lose my dies. And I'm gonna do this one again on Facebook later. All right, here's our little Fresh Freesia. Look at the little embossed detail. Isn't it gorgeous? And then Blackberry Bliss. Another. The dark color isn't picking up the embossing very well on the camera, but it's got this gorgeous little embossed detail. And then the leaf. This is the little detail part of our leaf. And Evening Evergreen, we're going to have to weed that one. I'm trying to put all these pieces in one place so I don't lose them. Here's our Calypso Coral details. And then I did another one of these ahead. I did another one of the leaves ahead, and I did the larger leaf ahead. Let me show you that one. I did do just some of the duplicate die cutting ahead of time. Coming in late. Glad I found you. Cards. See, the comments move kind of quick on YouTube. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. And bear with me. I know I'll get better with it as I do this platform a little bit more. Those of you who follow know that I do edited videos here and live videos on Facebook. So I'm not a stranger to live videos, but I am a little bit stranger to this platform. All right, so here's our little reinforcer for the top of our tag and the center for our flower. I got a couple of more little die cuts to do, so we're going to load it up again. Here's the detail for our flower center. And these are spare parts, no worries. Can make more cards with this one. And let's load up again. We need the background of our leaves. So I've got one of those already cut, the small one. We're going to do a large one and a small one. And we also want to do the stem for the bloom. So there's that guy. Pop him on there. And next up, got the pansy itself. So here's the pansy. Here's the petal. And we're going to letterpress this. So let me slide this guy over. Get rid of this scrap. We've got some pale papaya cardstock here. And I've got my pale papaya ink pad. I'm going to take these two dies and I'm going to very lightly tap them on my ink pad, picking up ink on the embossing detail. So do you see that? Got pale papaya ink on the die. Then we're going to place it on the cardstock and we're going to do the petal and just tap it really gently. So with this pansy die set, you can get some really cool effects just die cut. You can stamp and get some details, but you're going to see that this gives you a different kind of detail. I got a little too crazy with pressure here. You want to put this really lightly, especially if you've got a brand new ink pad, because you don't want to get a whole lot of ink in between those embossing details. You want to get the ink on the details and not in between. Let's see how that one turns out. Just for the record, I wiped the extra ink off on my pajama pants. Am I the only one? Tell me I'm not the only one. Anybody else stamping pajama pants? And then that's where the extra ink or the glue goes sometimes. All right, let's get this guy and show you how fun this technique works. So then you can see the ink that you put on the die highlights those details. Isn't that fun? All right, let's take a quick little peek at the card itself. That's awesome. I'm glad you like that. Good thing jeans are dark. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's that little detail in play. When we add up all the layers and everything, it just really brings the flower to life. Barbara says that's why I keep a towel on my lap. Pajama pants are my daily apparel. I feel like since this pandemic especially, I don't wear pants, which means I don't realize that my pants are getting tighter and tighter till it's too late and you have to maybe get clothes for a Hawaiian vacation. Oh, goodness. I got the pandemic pounds. All right, let's bring this guy back in here. I'm reconnecting.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right, so here's our base and our pieces. Let's see. I'm going to slide this guy all the way to the side and bring these guys in. I think I lost you guys for a little bit. Are you back? Are we good?
You're playing, so you're good.
Okay, I gotta peel and stick all these guys because we put some. Hey, Deborah, I'm glad you're here. And Barbara says we're good. All right, so peel and stick, that's the multi-purpose sheets. Really recommend those for this die set. So then we can take this little dude and just adhere. And if you're not the tidiest gluer, those sheets are going to be your very best friend. And then this one is pick and stick also. We're going to do one on each of these petals. I love this dies. I really do. I've always kind of had a thing for pansies. One of the very first Stampin' Up! Stamp sets I ever bought was, does anybody remember it? The Definitely Decorative, I think they were called. You could use them for home decor. It was a pansy set. And that was one of the first things I ever purchased from Stampin' Up! So when I saw this bundle, it was a little bit sentimental for me, I think. This whole suite is gorgeous. The little bee trinkets, we're going to use them today, but they are on stop sell. And so you'll have to wait until those come back in to get them. They're really cute, totally worth the wait. I've been skeptic of this. Uh-oh, I gotta wait until that pops up again. Desi, what did that comment say about skeptic? Are you on it still?
Yeah.
Okay, Desi's gonna tell me what the comment says. I'm gonna have to maybe think about a second device or see if there's a setting where I can see the comments a little bit longer here on this platform. I'll keep picking and sticking though.
She's skeptic because I'm not a big flower person. I was afraid I wouldn't know how the flowers went together.
Oh. Okay, so you weren't sure how the flowers would go together. I understand that. I'm not a big flower person either, but I do have a thing for pansies, and I don't know how that even ever started. But they're pretty. If you look at them, it's more like putting a puzzle together than it is like I lost one of my flower or my leaves. It's more like putting a puzzle together than it is a like botany. You know what I mean? You will you'll kind of see which pieces fit, and don't worry. It was a pre-order item, so I'm sure that Pinterest is just blowing up with ideas on, color combinations and things like that. So if you like it, don't be afraid about that because it's kind of intuitive where the puzzle pieces go. And the samples in the catalog are helpful too. Hi, Marlene. All right, so then let's go ahead and adhere these two guys. So that makes our little bloom, this guy right here. And then we'll peel back, not all of this adhesive. Oh, I didn't self-adhesive my green. Okay, so we're gonna do a little glue right here. See, just a tad. And then we'll make this all one piece. And then hold on till we put it to the tag. So there's our little, isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love that. All right, then our center, we're gonna glue that guy here. This one I could have done pick and stick, but I didn't. That's all right. Little dab of glue, and you'll see there's a little like horseshoe shape, and that's where you're gonna glue the inside piece. And then the center is like a little teardrop. So a dab of glue. And the teardrop fits right in. Ah! Almost glued it to the card. Runaway teardrop. Fits right in like a puzzle. It really is. If you like puzzles, it's more like a puzzle than anything else. So there's that guy. Now let me grab some dimensionals. And we're going to put a little dimensional here and a little dimensional here. See? And then the petals, the back petals, will go in this way. The jury been out on this set, but positive decision was just reached to purchase it. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the tutorial. It really is. It's kind of a simple one. You just die cut. And then this, I don't think it matters which one is over. I guess whichever end inked nicer, but that's it. There's your flower. And it did go together pretty quick because we could do so many cuts at one time. You can do all your pieces for your flower in 2 passes, which is pretty good. Got my little reinforcer here. Let's add that to the top of the tag. This little detail is so me. I love all the little details. Not really crazy about pansies, but it's pretty cool. That's it. The engineering of it is just really cool. Now me, I'm crazy about pansies. All right. Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon. This is one of the new in color ribbons. And we're gonna just slide. Okay, when I do bows, let me show you something. I slide from the spool end. This is if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you'll slide from the spool end on your left hand, okay? But using your dominant hand, and I could do either way. If anybody is left-handed and wants to see tying left-handed, let me know. All right, so spools off to your right. And this is important because this ribbon's expensive. We don't want to waste any. Then we've got about 6 inches. See, so I usually say about palm to that first knuckle on your middle finger. I'll usually do it. From the spool side in your dominant hand, you push up. So just push up and then pinch. Don't twist anything. Don't wrap anything over anything. You're just pinching, all right? Then your index finger is holding the space from over the top. You're going to bring that tail. And then your index finger that's holding that space, you're just going to meet index finger to index finger. And then tuck that through. Sometimes I have to do middle finger to index finger and hold on to this loop. Tuck that through. What happens then is you've got a bow with the ears up, the tails down, and no extra knot in there. So it's flat, more flat for going through the post office. Right, we're going to hold either the back of our loop or our knot, which will keep everything in place, and then give it some finesse. And there is the perfect bow every time. It's in the right direction. When you pull it tight, it's nice and flat at the knot. And watch this. We're gonna grab ribbon scissors. We're gonna cut away from the spool exactly what we need at the right angle. No waste. Everything is left on the spool. So if you're somebody who cuts an inch or half an inch every time, you're wasting inches and inches of ribbon. And then look, we're gonna clean up this edge. And that's how much ribbon we throw away. All right, so just a couple of tips like tying bows. Some people say I can't do it, and I say to them, then you've got to pay attention to the method because the method matters. You can learn to tie a good bow, and you can save a whole lot of ribbon. All right, so we're going to adhere our tag to our card. Super simple. Like here we go, and then we can adhere our flower. Now our flower has still got that little pick and stick adhesive. And then we can just add a little bit of glue along our stem. And you see that I'm barely squeezing the bottle and moving the bottle as I go. Add that little guy. Oh my goodness, I love this part. This is my favorite part of this set. Got a little glue right on the pajama pants. Oh my gosh, that's a bad habit. And then here, we've got these on dimensional. We need a dimensional here and flat adhesive here. So let's grab a dimensional. Thank you for that tip. I have such a hard time making bows. Oh, my pleasure, Carrie. It's a method, I'm telling you. Chrissy says that bud is darling, isn't it? I think it really makes the set. Wait till you see. I've got a preview on Facebook Live today of the sampler class, and I used the inspiration of this bud with the Flowers of Friendship bundle. Oh my goodness, it turned out really good. All right, so before I burnish that down, I'm adding a little adhesive for my leaf. Kind of tuck that in. I'm not gonna press anything down real firm yet. I wanna make sure that I get my leaves in good placement. I think my flower might be a little bit low. Hold on. I'm gonna give it a little, just a little boost, not much. There we go. And then I can burnish everything down. Oh, what do you think? Isn't that fun? All right, one more little touch. I know it's disappointing for some. The bumblebee trinkets are part of this pansy patch bundle. Look at how cute they are. They are on stop sell, but they will be back. I'm going to add one of those little guys for some texture. I can't help it. I sometimes try when things are on stop sell not to go too crazy with them because I know it's disappointing. But they will be back and they're totally worth the wait. They're really such a cute little embellishment. Mini glue dot. And then pop that dude on there. There it is. And we did it. What do you think? Do you like the card? Do you like the pansy patch bundle? Did it demystify a little bit for you? All right, so you can absolutely, we did like a letterpress technique where we letterpress the die to get some detail, but you could absolutely stamp your details and cut them out. So there's two options. You can cut them without inking the pansies at all. That's an option. And then the Pansy Patch Designer Series paper. Hey, does your hand it to me? It's on the shelf right there. The Pansy Patch Designer Series paper is printed with two sheets. One is leaves that coordinate with the leaf dies. So you can cut just the little leaves. And one sheet is blooms that coordinate with the dies. So if you're looking for a very quick card, here's your smaller and your larger blooms, and they coordinate with the smaller and the larger outlines. So you can get as detailed as you want to with the Pansy Patch bundle, which I think is very, very interesting. You can make a very fast card by just cutting out what's already colored for you. You could stamp and cut, or you can just die cut. So that I wanted to demystify this bundle a little bit, especially after somebody had said that they thought it would be too hard to work with. And then, oh, somebody said something about the sentiments. Aren't they great? Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. The little things you do make such a big difference. Love you much. Thank you. Happy birthday. A little hello from me to you. And the fonts are awesome. I think they're a little bit more classic and just a really good bundle. I hope you'll give it, I don't know, give it a chance. All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging with me for my first YouTube live. Barbara says beautiful. Minerva says beautiful. Thank you. Esmeralda, hi. Thank you. I'm going to be live again at noon and on my Facebook page, and I'm going to do a little bit of a sneak peek of May classes. So if you're a follower, we're going to do the same card, but maybe I'll pull together some different colors for my pansy or something as I pull together the kit. So hang out, and if you're on Facebook, check out kitchentablestamper.com, or I mean facebook.com/kitchentablestamper if you want to see maybe a different color combination and check out what's going on in the kitchen table stamper classroom. All right, you guys, that was really exciting. I'm so glad that you joined me. If you've got any questions about the project, you can email me, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. If you've got questions about the bundle, if you've got questions about the join special, there's a special right now for joining Stampin' Up. You can get the bundle in your starter kit. Just reach out. I love emails. And to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, you can go to marissaalvarez.stampinup.net. And yeah, you check out kitchentablestamper.com, which is the blog. And I'll see you around. Thanks for hanging with me on my first YouTube live. Oh, hey, Gina. You guys are getting a sneak peek of what's going on. Oh, yeah, look at that. Desi, you're on it. Desi shared the links where you can check me out later today with some sneak peeks of May classes. And Hi, Connie. Thank you. All right, you guys, I'm signing off. That was outside my comfort zone. I think I'll do it again, though. Carrie says, can't wait for your next live. Oh, thank you for the encouraging words, Carrie. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to go cut another kit so I can do this live again on another platform. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for your kind words and encouragement. Julie says, first YouTube live, success. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm off. I'll see you again later. Bye. Thanks for watching.